Hello guys and welcome to another vlog. I'm currently in Sydney but about to fly to Melbourne. So I finished up my Sydney tour and we're heading to the airport now. I really need to get moving and stop fucking yapping at my phone, but I would like to show you guys my it's a decent view. It's not impressive, but I'd like to show you guys my view right now before I leave. I'm very professional at filming clips, clearly. Anyway, we need to get moving. We need to get going. I'm gonna duck to the bathroom. This is the mess that I've made last night with my bed. There's no point making it because we all know the hotel staff are about to rip that off anyway. Okay guys, I have landed in Melbourne. There was an hour delay for my baggage and my room is not ready. And I have a booking in like an hour-ish now, maybe an hour and 20 minutes. They've put me down in the gym. Like, I'm down in here getting ready in the bathroom because they were like, oh yeah, you can use the mirror down there. They've been really nice about it, but yeah, it's crunch time. So if my makeup looks a little messy in this clip, it's because the lighting, I'll show you, the lighting in here is so bad where the mirror is to do my makeup that this is what I'm looking in. So I'm gonna have to retouch it when I'm in the room, but at least it's like 90% done. I can definitely see the eyeliner needs more work, but we'll wait on that. Anyway, pretty much got to wait a little bit longer, then can get into the room, have a quick rinse and get ready for this booking at 4, which is 1 hour. All right guys, it's half an hour to go time. I've got my protein bar because I need to eat something and I have bookings almost back to back after this. I've set up my little station, so like 2 of each size dom, lube, which had exploded in my suitcase. Thank God for those sandwich bags that I put it in. If you watch the packing for tour video, you'll know I put them in a sandwich bag. Anyway, all that is set up, ready to go. I'm pretty much ready. I would love to spend another 5 minutes fixing these lashes that are lifting, but I will do that. More important than that is getting this down, eating this. Anyway, I'm gonna eat this. I've got this hour booking, new client, never seen him before, but has pre-booked well in advance. So normally the pre-booking ones are really good. And then I have an hour break and then I'll be into the next hour booking. We are ready to rumble. I am organized. This is my very posh view. It actually is better out the other window, but I'm not gonna show you that right now because I'm waiting for my client to get here. I've managed to fix my lashes. I had enough time to glue down the corners properly. We love the lighting in here is shocking though. I look like a creature. Anyway, ready to go. First booking, 1 hour with BBBJ, $200 deposit already paid. So that means I should get 1,000 in cash or beam it if he wants to beam it. So guys, just finished up my hour booking with BBBJ. He was actually really handsome. He was a bit shy, but he was very handsome. Anyway, I've got half an hour to get ready for the next one, so I am a little bit under the pump. I will be ready in time because, yeah, my makeup's still looking pretty good. I just want to fix up my hair a little bit and I've just done some mouthwash. The chaos that goes on in between bookings, like, especially if someone's a little bit late, like even if it's like 5 or 10 minutes late, I know it's not the end of the world, but then you get in like, oh my God, am I going to be ready for the next one? Am I going to look perfect for the next one? So this next booking is a new client as well. He actually prepaid more than half of the booking. My deposit amount for a 1 hour is $200, which this, you know, the one I've just seen, he'd sent that. This next one sent 500 instead of 200. And I said to him, don't let me forget, because what happens is sometimes when they send too much, I'm like, you know, because I'm obviously in and out of bookings. I'm thinking, yep, it's an hour. So I got a $200 deposit and just assuming and not actually checking the booking notes. And then I get in these awkward situations where I think somebody owes me more than they do. And I swear I never do it on purpose. I'm not trying to scare them. It's happened like maybe like 3 times in my career where someone sent a massive deposit and I forgot. It makes me feel so bad. I'm like, oh no, now it looks like I was trying to hustle them. Anyway, I'm just going to do a quick run through of this with a straightener just because there's a couple bits here because it's pouring rain here. you know, obviously I'm not outside, but it makes my hair a bit frizzy. So I'm gonna quickly straighten a little bit. And then I'm going to put my underwear back on because it's currently off. And yeah, pretty much go into the next booking. I also need to flip the bedding over so that it is a clean sheet for the next guy. Guys, I just finished up that booking and I probably, oh my eyes. I'm blinded by the light. Can you guys see that? Oh. So I just finished up that booking. Yes, I look a hot mess. I haven't even started like fixing up any of my makeup yet, nothing. I just look like this for the vlog. I look like a drowned mole rat. Anyway, the client was really lovely. He prepaid a massive deposit. I think I mentioned that in the last clip. So I've only got 400 in cash to show you guys, but I'll show you for proof I actually was doing a booking. He came with gifts. There are these little like chocolate wafer straw things. I don't think I've had these in ages, and I don't even think they were this brand I've had before, but he was saying to try to drink a coffee out of it, so I'm going to do that in the morning. And then there is the biggest packet of Ferrero Rochers I've ever gotten, and yes, there are already 3 missing, which I ate in the shower. I'm capping myself at 3 for today, and I ate them all in one go because I need to learn self-restraint, and I'm holding myself accountable because the vlog can show if I've cheated myself, okay? I'm allowed 3 because I've had a busy day and I just got off the plane and I was stressed about my bags, okay guys? I'm allowed 3, but that's it for today. That's it, no more. It is 7 o'clock and yes, it's bright out. I know, so strange. It's so weird being anywhere but Brisbane when it's so bright for so late. Client was lovely. He was really cool. We got along really well. Well, I think anyway. I think he liked me. He did say he wanted to see me again, so I'm going to assume that means he liked me. Anyway, we have the money that was from the last booking that I did. He did transfer some as well for the BBBJ. And then this client's is in here. And again, he paid a $500 deposit. So that's why there's not as much. Does that make sense? I hope so. Anyway, my next booking is in an hour and 50 minutes and it is an out call. So I need to work out the travel time to get to him, which is what I'm going to do now, just so I'm running, oh, the light, just so I'm like going to run to schedule. Then I'm going to duck downstairs because there's food right near me and get something to eat for dinner, like a real meal, because I haven't had a real meal today. I've had a protein bar and I've had those 3 chocolates. Not very healthy. And I need to also pack my bag, like my supplies, my DOMs and stuff, into my bag to go and do my out call. So yes, the client that is next tonight, I have seen him many, many times before. I think it's been about a year that I've been seeing him. However, this is the first time I'm seeing his place, so that will be kind of cool. And yeah, pretty much gonna eat something and then yeah, carry on with the day. Hey guys, I'm back from my out call looking like a potato. That was such a good booking. It was just kind of like genuine GFE kind of style. It was just talking, doing different little things, cuddling, got like under the doona and we were cuddling. I don't know, I've been seeing that client for a while, so I knew it was going to be a good booking, hence I told the vlog it was going to be a good booking, and it was. He also got me a couple gifts, so some of this is his. This is just the stack I've got from today. There's this one too. So for his booking, that was 2-hour out calls, 2,000 plus BBBJ, so $2,300 for that 2 hours. I'm gonna figure out how much I made today in a second, but I want to show you guys what he's got for me. So the first thing he got, he said he purchased before he saw that someone else had gifted me these. They're the Keep That Pump in my favorite color green, the long pants. I already have this exact pair. What I'm thinking I'm gonna do is give one of the pairs, because now I've got 2 of them, to one of the girls, because I don't need 2 pairs of the exact same leggings. Like, that's just wasteful and greedy. And I also know the girls, like particularly like Tay's always buying this brand. So I'm sure that I'll be able to find someone to take one of them, because yeah, now I've got 2. So we've got this, and this would have been quite expensive because I think these are normally about $70 a pair, something like that. And then he's also bought me this cute little pajama set. Also, I should say, he knows, he's well aware that he saw the video of me getting that from somebody else in the time that he's had it. This little pajama set, so these are the bottoms. The booty like sort of hangs out of them. They're very sexy little 90s. So there's that. And then there's also this, and this is the same brand as a lingerie set he's purchased me before, which I think he said is like very popular in the UK, I think he said. So it's really cute though. I did try this on before I left because he wanted to see it on. And yeah, this will be great for like overnight bookings or like real GFE style bookings that want me in pajamas, but I'll still look hot at the same time. Super, super cute though. And yeah, again, the brand on this is Lounge. And I think everything's in a medium because I do have big melons and I also have a big ass that hangs out of everything. So that is the update on that. I need to figure out how much money I've made today. So 2.3 for that booking, which was my biggest one today. And then 1.3 from the first booking, which puts me at 3.5 plus the 900, so $4,300, and I flew in today. That's really good. I remember I used to struggle to even make $1,000 on flying day, and now I'm at a point where I'm making 4.3. And what did I make up the other flying day in Sydney? 6,000. Insane. Yeah, so very, very grateful, very, very blessed. This needs to be deposited, so that's on the to-do list. But yeah, first day in Melbourne, 4.3K. Wild. I've got a fully booked day tomorrow. I think I have an hour, then an hour and a half, and then a 3 hour, if I'm remembering right off the top of my head. I've had quite a lot of interactions with the long booking. However, it's all been online at this point. I haven't actually met him in person, so that will be really cool. And yeah, I am feeling a little bit tired, but I'm definitely not feeling burnt out. And I just feel like, and I did say this to that client that I was with tonight, that I feel like I'm in such a better headspace about my work, that I'm seeing this many clients, as you guys are seeing how much I'm working, and I'm having such positive experiences with people. And I think it's because I'm in a mindset of like attracting positive experiences, and I'm not going into it hating my job. At this point in time, I love my job. I really am enjoying the clients I'm seeing. I'm enjoying the adventure. I'm enjoying the reward feeling of like making a certain amount a day. Like I'm getting a massive dopamine rush from doing this, and I'm just over the moon. I'm over the moon. At some point on this tour, I'm probably going to burn myself out, and then you're probably going to see a vlog of me like crying because I've exhausted myself or something. That's understandable. But at this point in time, day 4 into the tour and 5th day in a row working, I feel great. I feel ready. I feel roaring to go. And yeah, I'm very blessed. The universe loves me. Anyway, we're not going to mind my appearance because I was doing some sloppy things and lost all this makeup and my hair's a mess. The Uber on the way back. So his place is not too far from here. It's not like it was a massive commute. The Uber driver, I get in the car, I'm yapping with the Uber driver. He's like being a bit flirty, right? He's probably about my age, maybe like 2 years older. He's talking about buying a house. I was like, oh my God, I just bought mine, blah, 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 talking, yapping. And he's like, so what do you do for work? And I was like, you want the real story or the fake story? He's like, the real story. And I'm like, I am an escort. And he was like, really? He's like, I've been scammed by escorts before. And I was like, oh, what were you doing? Like who did you book? He was like, I went on Escorts and Babes and I found this hot 21-year-old blonde chick and it was $300 for an hour, fully raw. And I just laughed. And I said, baby, if it's too good to be true, it's probably not true. And he was like, yeah, I think I've learnt that. I just don't. And I gave him a lecture. Don't worry, guys. I gave him a lecture about how unsafe doing uncovered full penetration is, and the risk he would be facing by seeing a provider who offers that, because she offers it to everyone. You know what I mean? And I'm not trying to shame anyone when I say that. I understand people are in positions where they have to do that in order to make a living. But as a man booking somebody, I think you just need to be, you need to understand the gravity of that for you and for your health, because it's not something to just mess around with. It's, you know, you could end up with something that is incurable, something that changes your life. But yes, anyway, I'm getting a little bit tired now, and I can tell speech is getting a little bit more difficult, and I am looking a hot mess. So what I'm gonna do is essentially pack up for the night. I'm gonna go and wash my hair, wash all of this off, clean up my room, because currently it is a fucking pigsty. There is shit everywhere. Clean up this room and go to sleep. And guys, I'm looking a hot mess. Makeup is done, but hair is still damp from washing it. It's currently 8:50 in the morning. My first booking is at 11, so I've got a little bit of time, and I'm trying to work out, I don't even think that opens this kettle drama because I haven't had a coffee yet. I had to call reception. I'm like, hey, I think someone stole my kettle. There's a weird cabinet here that you cannot open anyway other than using a knife to pry under it and like flick it open, and the kettle's inside of it. Anyway, I'm having a coffee. I'm hoping I can do my hair fast enough that there's a spare half an hour to duck downstairs. Where I am, I'm right next to a Woolies, which is great, but I really need baby wipes. I have no baby wipes left, and I can't do bookings without baby wipes. You need them for the cleanup. So that's on my to-buy list. I also want to grab mouthwash while I'm down there. I have enough mouthwash for today, but I'll need more tomorrow, so I'm going to grab those. I don't think that'll take me a long time, but pretty much those are my goals for this morning. My first booking is just an hour with BBBJ, so 1.2k, and then I have a 1 hour break, and then I have another hour, and then I've got a decent sized time window, and then I've got another one after that that is 3 hours. So that's what my day is looking like at this point. I am feeling a little bit tired today. I think it's because I only got about 6.5, 7 hours of sleep, and I think I've really needed 8 after, you know, if you watch the Sydney vlog, because obviously this is going to be its own. I've been on tour for, this is day 5 straight, but day 6 straight working, and I think my body just needed a full night's sleep. But I'm going to try to do that tonight. Full 8 hours. I think that's all I need to reboot. All in all, considering how much I've been working, I feel really good. I just feel like I need an extra couple hours of sleep. So that's on my to-do list tonight too. Anyway, enough yapping. I'm going to make this coffee, start boiling this, and then I'm going to curl my hair today because it's rainy and I think it will look better if it's curly instead of straight. So that's the plan. You need to see what I did to my coffee. Okay, I was in the bathroom, I was curling my hair, which, you know, looks a lot better than straight today because of the weather here in Melbourne. Anyway, this is what's happened to my coffee. So you guys saw the little clip of me making it, right? And I put one of these, because the client that gave me these said they're really good to drink the coffee with. So I sat one in, right, when I made the coffee, and I was intending to like out of it straight away. But my phone started dinging with people confirming their bookings for today. So I go over and I start replying. When I get back to the coffee, the stick is half sunk, like half of it's melted. I go to drink out of it, nothing's coming out. I'm guessing it's like melted closed. Then my phone starts going off again. So I come back out of the bathroom, out here, to come and reply to more things on the phone. Now, I don't even know if you guys are gonna be able to see. It's completely melted in there. And it's turned into like a soup with wafer chunks in it. I don't know how well how good that filming was, but it's not drinkable now because it's turned into a chunky soup. So that's great. I'm pouring it out now. I'm gonna show you. This is what was in, because it like dissolved but not fully. Oh my God. As an hour until my first booking, I have got back, please excuse this angle, I look really sexy like this. I've just got back from ducking downstairs to grab some things. Mouthwash, which we're gonna need tomorrow. A coffee, since my coffee was a disaster this morning and I had like 2 sips of it. So this is gonna be my coffee. No idea if this is any good. I haven't ever seen this one in Brisbane. I might be wrong, but I've never seen it. 2 sandwiches to have in the fridge. Curried egg and salad. I was looking for sushi, but they didn't have any of the vegetarian sushi. And the most important thing, baby wipes. That's it. I think it's like $22 or stuff. So yeah, I've got an hour. I want to sort of freshen up a little bit now that I've been out, because I did get a little bit wet. The room's really clean, so I'm pretty much organized, and I've already swapped the bedding. And then we're going to get into the first one, 1 hour. As booking 1 for today is done. He was so lovely. He was a brand new client. He'd only seen one provider before me and actually really vibed him. He was one of those hype men, that's what I call them, where everything's, oh my God, you're so hot. Oh my God, that's so good. And it's so lovely when you get them. Like, it just makes you feel so good as a provider. They like hype you up. Everything you do is incredible. It's really such a nice experience. Anyway, that's not me saying everyone has to hype me up like that. You don't have to do it. It's just, it's really nice when that's their personality and they're like, yes, yes. So enthusiastic about everything, like it's the time of their lives. Anyway, I've got my money here, so 1.2, because I have a $200 deposit. I need to go and fix up my makeup a little bit. We've got a little bit of eye makeup under here, and we did make a very big mess on the bed, just with the shot. The ending shot, so I had to take off the top sheet and now we're just using the doona for the next one. Yeah. There was a big spray involved. As it's 2:15, so I just finished my booking like 15 minutes ago. He was really lovely, very cool. Only seen a couple of providers before and I was absolutely flattered because the girls he's seen before are like the hottest girls on the directory, and to think he picked me third, I'm like, flattered. Anytime anyone mentions them, I'm like, those are like the hottest chicks on there. Anyway, I am heading across to do some shopping now. So I've got changed into something a little bit more casual. I have my little headphones on so that, you know, the tism can have a bit of a break from the sensory overload that is noises and things. A little top and jeans, the same outfit I wore to, the same outfit I wore for that social date that I had a couple weeks back with a client. Just without the belt. So I'm going to stroll across and just have a little bit of me time. I think I have 3 hours until my next booking. So I'm not under crunch time and the shops is literally visible out of my window. So it's not like I'm going far. But yeah, that was a really lovely booking. He was cool, raging ADHD. So like pretty much from the second he walked in the door and I could tell he was ADHD, it was just like me, which I love. Like I love those ridiculously hyperactive ADHDers. And it gives me energy being around them because I can release that part of me and not feel like I have to be, you know, sensible. Anyway, really cool cunt. I hope I see him again. I hope he doesn't mind being called cunt. I don't think he would care. Anyway, cool cunt. All the people in other countries watching this being like, oh my God, she said cunt. It's just a thing in Australia, guys. It's just a thing. Anyway, I'm gonna head off and do some shopping. Just fucking smash my phone. I'm looking a little bit grubby. I'm back from my walk. It's been about an hour and 15 minutes since I last checked in with you guys. Just made it back now. I'm starving, so I'm going to order some Uber Eats in a second, which is funded by M, so we'll get to that later. Anyway, we're starting with what I bought while I was out. There was a charity bookshop. At the charity bookshop, it was like, so it's all secondhand books, right? And I can't go into one of those and not buy something, and I ended up with this, which of course is the biggest, heaviest book, which is going to be the hardest to get back home, but I couldn't leave it there. It's about Jack the Ripper and it was $6, so absolute bargain because it is a hardcover and we know those are more expensive normally. But my slightly bigger purchase, still not a big purchase in comparison to what I'm making per day here, was from this little place, which I believe is exclusive to Melbourne. I saw it the other day and I did look them up online and I knew it was kind of pricey, but I really wanted to go and look at this in person. Looks like this. There's like a little card in here. Cute. The graphics are super cute and that bag is really cute. We've got the receipt there, but I already know how much I paid for it. It is this. It's absolutely massive because I bought a 3XL. It's a t-shirt that I'm gonna wear as a dress. Essentially, it's a streetwear brand that's here in Melbourne and it's got Astro Boy on it with the little pink heart, and that's their brand on the heart. How cute is this? Yes, this was $100. Very pricey, but it is like a small business. So of course, you know, it's not getting like mass produced and things like that, which is great. You know, you can tell by the quality of the product that it's very well made. And yeah, essentially, it's going to be like a dress. Does that make sense? Like it's a 3XL dress. Super cute. It looked really good on. They didn't have full change rooms, but I was able to try it on over my outfit. But yeah, I'm excited to wear this. This is not a work thing. This is a thing for myself. Obviously, I wouldn't wear this to bookings. This is just like me on my days off. So yeah, really love this and very excited to wear it. I could probably even wear this to the airport, to be honest. The white didn't seem like it was see-through, so we'll see without all this on underneath how it goes. But yeah, very excited about that. And yeah, if you're in Melbourne, I would suggest checking this place out. Anyway, my stomach is grumbling, so I'm going to order some Uber Eats. Guys, we are here with my Uber Eats. Thank fucking God, I'm starving. We've got sushi and also something I've never tried before. This is all funded by M, so if you're watching this vlog at any point, thank you very much. I am very, very spoiled, and I am gonna take a photo of this for my Instagram stories as well. I grabbed this, which is a green tea, which I'm very excited for. I'm super dehydrated. I've also got 2 sushi rolls, an avocado and a veggie tempura, and this very interesting thing that's apparently spicy egg. Never tried this before. I have no idea if it's gross or if it's the best thing I've ever had, but I am keen to try it. And yeah, I need to take a photo of this before I eat it, and then I will probably try this with you guys. Okay, story is posted. I'm gonna try, actually I'm gonna have this first because I'm so fucking dehydrated and I can just see in my face that I'm like struggling a bit because I haven't eaten anything actually good for me today. I do love these. Okay, really needed that. Really needed that. Let's try this egg. There's spicy everywhere. I think I have a headache because I must be like so hungry and dehydrated. Anyway, we're gonna try this. Oh my God. This is so good. This thing is delicious. Oh my God. I don't know what it looks like. Just egg and spicy stuff, but damn. I don't even know what it's called. Anyway, we know sushi is always good, but let's take a bite for the camera. Avocado. Good avocado. Veggie tempura. So thank you so much to M when you watch this for funding this meal. I really fucking needed it today because I'm at the point where I literally do not feel well because I've not been eating properly. And I know this isn't healthy, but the sushi was a healthy-ish option. Like this is like unsweetened. I've got veggies here, avocado, egg. At least my body's getting some sort of nutrition on this trip, so much needed. Thank you so much. And I will update you guys a little bit later when I start getting ready for my booking. Little update, guys. So it's currently 7 p.m. Yes, I was meant to be in another booking at 6, a 3-hour booking. That client messaged me and something really, really tragic has happened, and I'm not going to go into any detail about that because I don't want anyone working out who he is. Something really sad has happened. Something really major has happened, and he can't do the booking anymore. And he did let me know, obviously, before the booking was meant to start. So there's not anything we can do about that in that situation. Pretty much he let me know as soon as he could. And I've obviously had a nap, which is why I look so dopey and I sound so dopey and I sound kind of sad. It's just nappy nap. Pretty much did an Instagram post because I needed to start posting my new photos from my shoot. I posted one. I did a quick little look on a website for an item I wanted to buy, put on a YouTube video, and I just conked out. I wasn't even planning to take a nap, guys. I was laying there and I'd only been laying there for like 10 minutes and I was gone. I was down and out. And like I slept so weird. I slept like on my arm, like I just must have just conked, and like my body when I woke up from the nap was just all mongulated. Anyway, it's now 7, so it would be an hour into the booking, but again, he cancelled it. It's not like I haven't shown up for the booking or anything like that. I am very tired. For me to get to that point where I just conked, that was my body being like, no, you are pushing too far. You are pushing. And I don't really know if the vlogs are going to translate how much I'm working. If this is the first one you've clicked on, there was a Sydney one that's been, these are all back to back, these trips and these vlogs that are going to be posted. I think that my body is just exhausted. And I know some of you probably wonder, you're like, does your vagina get sore when you're doing that? Used to. Currently, my vagina is not sore at all. No, it feels perfectly fine. And mentally, I feel really good. I've had such lovely clients. Like, fair enough, last day in Sydney was a bit of a shit show with all the cancellations and stuff. And I'm not angry with this guy for this cancellation at all, obviously. It's worked for a reason. My body really needed to sleep. But, my thighs in particular, my leg muscles are really, really sore. Like, really fucked. I knew they were sore yesterday. I could feel they were getting pretty bad, but I just told myself, oh, it's just like a gym workout, you know. It's because for a lot of these bookings, a lot of the clients aren't used to having like their partners or their wives or just girls they've been with like ride and for a long period of time. And I always go as long as I can, as much as I can, because I feel like that's part of the experience, and it's also getting me moving, getting my body moving, and I can see they enjoy it, right? But because I've been doing that for like every single one of my bookings, and some of my bookings in Sydney, I'm thinking of a couple of clients in particular, the entire hour or 2 hours, I was the one on top. So I think that, yeah, my leg muscles just pushed as far as they can. Obviously, I should still be working today. I should be having my available now and I shouldn't have been asleep. But I don't know if that's a sign to just take a second to just rest. I don't like resting when I'm on tour. I'm very like hustle, make as much as you can. But I don't want to get to a point where I have to cancel on people either. So yeah, I'm a little bit in two minds, and I'll probably update you guys in an hour or two on what I'm doing. But right now I'm like, do I take my makeup off and, you know, go in and do some self-care, like scrub my tan off, that kind of thing? Or do I put my available now and keep working? Because today I've only made 2.9k. I shouldn't say only. I should not say only. That's an insane amount of money. But for on tour, that's not at my goal. Hey guys, I've made the decision that my body, oh, you're nearly falling over. That my body is telling me I need a rest. Of course, you know, after I've taken my makeup off, put my hair up in this bun and put some, you know, moisturizer and some skincare on my skin, lay down for 10 minutes, get a message inquiring about a booking in 2 hours, for 2 hours. Not 100% sure if it was serious, because, you know, hit me with it, but I have some questions about services. Sometimes they genuinely do have questions, and, you know, they might have like a particular kink or fetish or something, and they're just trying to clarify that you're definitely friendly with that thing. But most of the time it's just idiots who want to like barter about the price or ask like every single thing and then be like, oh, so is that included in a quickie, in a 30-minute? And you're like, no, that's not included in the cheaper service. It's just a lot of back and forth, and a lot of that information is literally written on the ad for them before they contact me. Anyway, not even sure if it was a legitimate booking. Could have been, could not have been. Good morning, guys. I had the most intense sleep ever, and I look so like I'm just sitting next to my bed, as you can tell, looking out the window, enjoying the sunshine a little bit and drinking a coffee. It's about 10:30, maybe 10:45 in the morning. So I was able to have a really big sleep. What's that? 2 a.m. until 10:30, whatever that is, 8.5 hours. And I also did have that little nap yesterday. So I'm feeling really good. My brain is just not fully functioning just yet. It just does that. Anyway, I have a booking at 2, so I've got lots of time to get ready for that. And I am looking forward to that one. He's been really lovely and well organized. It's an hour and a half and then an hour between. And then I have the guy that was being a little difficult with the booking situation in Sydney. if you watch the Sydney vlog, because I'm going to separate these all, you'll know who I'm talking about, the guy from the last day. I am not sure how he is going to go, but we're not going to judge books by its cover this year. We're going to see. And if it's bad, it's bad. If it's not bad, it's not bad. Maybe he just doesn't quite understand boundaries with obsessive messaging. I don't know. Anyway, I've had another cancellation that's come through this morning. I saw it and replied to it. It's for Adelaide. I should work out. I might do that in the last vlog, maybe while I'm in Townsville on my last day. I will work out how much money in cancellations I've lost between all of these tours, because it's going to be, I'm going to guess it's going to be around about $10,000, if not possibly maybe even more, because that one yesterday was 2.5 that I lost. So yeah, this is why the cancellations are, you know, we understand they happen, guys, like especially the one yesterday, because I could see proof of what he was saying happened. And I can't really tell you guys what happened to him, because obviously I don't want anyone working out who he is, but I could see proof on the internet of what happened to him yesterday and why he couldn't be here. So this is not directed at him, and, you know, people's work changing plans or like getting sick. Like, I'm not angry. I'm not angry with anyone. It's just disappointing when you have that many cancellations. A little update, I have half an hour until my first booking is here. Again, first booking seems really lovely. I don't think I'm gonna have any issues with him. He's very polite, like responded within 20 minutes to my message being like, yes, I'm excited. Like, you just get the vibes for some people. So I'm not worried about that at all. The second one, still questionable. He just got back to me then, which is fine. Some people are busy, like some people, you know, they sleep in and stuff like that. They can't confirm their message within an hour of getting it. That's not the issue. But his confirming was him telling me he has smegma and can he still do the booking? And I'm like, darling, smegma is not an STI. It's not an STI. It's oils and dead skin cells. It means you're not cleaning yourself properly. Honestly, and I hate to say it because I know that this is going to make people feel really bad, but 8 out of 10 of the clients that I see that have foreskins have some level of smegma. For a lot of them, I can tell they've tried to clean it, but particularly on the underside, so not in their line of view, on the opposite side, under the head, like underneath the head, I will often see some, which I have to wipe off before I do the okay? Their hygiene, guys, the hygiene, like I don't understand it, but it is very common. Never seen a cut dick that was like unclean. And don't get me wrong, I do have some clients, like there was one in Sydney that I was talking to about smegma and like dirty dicks. He has a foreskin and I've never seen a speck of smegma on him, okay? Never. So there are clean ones, but I'm just saying that there seems to be this thing where guys are not realizing how much time they need to be spending cleaning it, and that it's actually underneath the foreskin, so they need to pull it all the way back and like get around the base of the head. Anyway, guys, little update. I am looking a hot mess. I need to go and fix my hair and makeup, but I've showered and put my outfit back on for my next one. He was lovely. As I said, I told you, you can tell by the way they converse with you and how polite they are and just how respectful they are with like the deposit and like not chit-chatting and being annoying. You can tell they're going to be good. Anyway, so we have all of this and then obviously also the deposit. So we're on $1,350 so far for today. And yeah, he was really, really good and really easy. I don't even really feel like I worked because it just kind of flowed. Sometimes that happens where you just genuinely get along with a client and you chat, and most of my bookings have been very similar to that this trip. But yeah, very easy going. It is the next one that I'm worried about. He messaged me like right when I started the booking with that gentleman because he was here early. He arrived, I think 25 minutes before the booking time, and he did say in his message, he was like, you know, if you're busy, like that's okay, like I can just wait. But it worked out really well. It gave me more time now. So I went and grabbed him, but when I brought him into the room and he went to jump in the shower, this other guy sent through a message and he was like, hey, like, can I change the start time to 5? So 30 minutes later than what it was. After everything I've done, after all the hoops I've jumped through for this guy, wants to change his start time, but whatever, you know, we say yes because it's the only other booking I have today. So we say, yep, sweet, we can do. mentally at the time, because I'm not going to reply to the message while I'm in the booking and the client's paying for my time, just mentally think, yep. Then, because he hadn't got a reply from me, because I'm in an hour and a half booking, sent like 3 more messages being like, hello, can you please confirm? I've actually just got off work now, so can I now do 4:30 again? Like, just chopping and changing, talking to himself because I hadn't replied. So guys, I am looking a bit of a mess. I've just had a shower and gotten changed. I'm freshening up now. I finished the booking that I was dreading and I feel so bad. I feel terrible because I've hyped myself up that this was going to be such a terrible booking and that this guy was going to be a cunt and he was nice. And obviously when I edit this, I could crop out all the bits of me, you know, working myself up about this client, but I don't want to I don't want my vlogs to end up being like fake. Like I don't want to do that. I want it to be accurate to that point in time and what I was feeling and what I was thinking. But I have to eat my own words in this situation because the guy was actually lovely. Like, he was no trouble at all. I think the main issue here was cultural difference and that kind of thing. I hope that is coming across the way I intend it to. I think we're just on 2 different levels with like behavior in terms of like text messaging etiquette. I think that's all that it is, because in person he was lovely. He walked in, he wanted to have a chat, he was very friendly, very open from the start. He did pay. It was about 15 minutes into the booking before he paid, but because he just walked in and was chatting, that's why he didn't like pay in the first second, which is fine. Paid with no issue. There was no like kickback about anything. We like did a round and he's very much into like me dominating him. I don't do extreme dom services because I'm not trained, but he got off on like being bullied a little bit while having sex. So things like, you're a useless cunt, your dick's good for nothing, that kind of thing. And also slapping him. I don't mean to the point of like bruising somebody. I'm not okay with that, but just like a, you know, just a bit of a, and that was getting him off. He really loved it. And yeah, so yeah, I feel really bad. He even ordered us Uber Eats. He got us 2 salads. He had one, I had one. That was delivered during the booking time. He ran downstairs to get it for us. Then we did another round. So I do feel really bad because he really was no issue. I would see him again happily. But the way that he was behaving via text was not accurate to the person that I got in person. And I am wondering if possibly he deliberately was winding me up via text so that his like dom experience, like the femdom sort of stuff, would be a better experience for him. Because obviously if he's pissed me off, it's a lot easier for me to slap you when you've pissed me off, right? So maybe that's what he does. But he was no fucking trouble in person. I really liked him. I would take a booking from him again. So I'm here eating my words. I jumped the gun on that one and I judged somebody that shouldn't have been judged ahead of time. He may well see this vlog and the mentions of him and stuff like that. And if you do, I am really sorry that I misread you. I genuinely mean that. I just don't want to like edit that out. I don't want it to be like a lie, the vlog of me editing out things that end up being misproven. I need to show when I'm wrong about things. So I've had a great time. I am currently going to freshen up a little bit and I'm going to go out for a little bit of a walk just to get out of the apartment, even if it's just for half an hour, 45 minutes, an hour maybe. And then I'm going to come back and put my available now on, because I would really like at least 1 more hour today. That would be great and I would hit like my goal. Or 2 hours would be incredible. 2 hours in short notice, I would be over the moon, but I'll be happy with 1 hour. So that's what I'm going to be doing today. Fingers crossed something comes through. Someone's like, oh my God, I wanted to book you. I didn't think you had any more availability. Can I come by? And I'll be like, yes, sure you can. I would have loved to be like, thank you, C, for this ice cream, like in the vlog while I was sitting there. But the guy that was working there was so rude, and he was just death staring me while I'm sitting at this fucking table minding my business eating my fucking gelato. Like, I do not know what his issue was. The ice cream was really good, but yeah, I had an enemy. I don't know why. Possibly he's a troll that I've told off online because it seemed personal. So yeah, if you live in Melbourne and you know where that gelato place is, there is an asshole that works there. That's what I'm going to tell you. Anyway, the ice cream was delicious. I had cookies and cream on the top, mostly because I was being rushed into making a decision on flavors. I would have loved to be a little bit more creative with that one. It was good though. And the yellow down the bottom was lemon meringue. I am a sucker for anything lemon, and it was really, really good. I am feeling so much better after that, like my little sweet treat and my little adventure. And yeah, my legs have got a good stretch other than just bouncing up and down on eggplants. Excuse this fucking light. Maybe if yeah, that's a bit better. I'll just stick my big ass fucking forehead in the way of it. A little update. It's been about 2 hours since I last checked in with you guys. I have my available now on. Nothing has come through besides some guy continuously calling my phone, which obviously I'm not gonna even bother engaging. I just replied to him and was like, excuse me? Because it says on my fucking ad. I'm not tolerating that. And I've got one inquiring for a pre-booking for Townsville, which, fingers crossed, that was a super polite message. So he's obviously going to be a good client if the time works for him, because it's an hour before he asked is what I can actually do. Anyway, I have a little bit of the salad that client bought me, you know, the one that I was worried about that was actually lovely. I'm not a salad girl, but this is a fucking good salad. It's got cheese and there's like quinoa, I think it is, cucumber, and I have no idea what these orange things are. They kind of look like carrot, but I don't think it's carrot. Maybe like sweet potato or something. Anyway, there's a little tiny bit of this left, like snack size. Guys, it's midnight and nobody wants me. All I've had as messages are pre-bookings for other tours, or one pre-booking for Brisbane when I eventually get back for next month. So yeah, I'm gonna stay up until 1. Like 1 is gonna be when I switch it off, because I really don't want to work past 2 unless it's a multi-hour, like good money. So like 1 o'clock would be the latest that someone could contact me and I'd still be able to see them. So pretty much what I'm gonna go and do to be productive is get in front of the mirror and shave my booty hole. This is how I do it, because it's really hard to get the razor in there and like actually get the fuzz, you know, like in the crack. And actually let that flop out because I do not have underwear on right now. Anyway, I'm gonna shave my crack, guys. Update, guys, it is 1 a.m. Yes, I am looking quite sweaty and quite greasy. No work has come through. I did have an inquiry that was for an outcall in Melbourne. However, he just sent through the initial inquiry and it was to a private residence, but he wouldn't give, like he said, like to my house, but wouldn't even give me the street address. So I couldn't like even look it up. And then obviously I asked for photo ID because it's a private residence, and then he stopped replying. Obviously wasn't comfortable with that, which is perfectly fine. But it's always really sketch when they don't give the address straight away, because I can't look into it. I had another one that sent an inquiry and literally just said a street called, I'm gonna say what the street name is. It was just said out called to Mary Street, and then filled in all the rest of the information. But there's like multiple different Mary Streets in Melbourne. There's also Mary Streets in other locations where my ad would be showing, so somebody could genuinely just be confused and didn't say like the street number. All he said was a certain very high floor, which I won't mention just in case, a very high floor. And the Mary Streets I could see in Melbourne on Google Maps like looked like they were maybe 5 stories high at most. So I'm like, what the actual fuck, cunt? Just being a twat, just being annoying, you know. They have to just not provide the information you need to actually go and do the booking, right? Anyway, then I had an idiot just start a massive fight with me, and I'm going to tell you guys about it. Have a whinge. So this guy messages and it's just a, hey, how are you? Or like, hey, are you available? That's what he said. Hi, are you available? I fucking hate those. Anyway, I sent back a copy and paste. It's like, I need this information to make a booking and a deposit will be required. Like it's a copy paste, so I don't have to fucking type it out over and over again. Sent it through. He replies and he's like, yeah, I want a booking, an hour out call to my house in the suburb, blah, blah, blah. And I replied and I was like, okay, I need the actual address because you've just mentioned a suburb. And remember, I'm not from Melbourne. I'm from Brisbane. So you just give me a random suburb. I haven't even typed in the suburb yet because I need the actual house address to type it in, okay? Like to know where I'm going, to start my little process of figuring out if I'm safe at a location, blah, blah, blah. And he's like, well, before I give you the address, I need to know if you can be here at like 1 o'clock. And at this point in time, it's like 12:30. And I'm like, mate, I cannot be there in 30 minutes. I haven't even looked up the address. You haven't sent a deposit. I haven't packed a bag. Like, I cannot physically be there ready to service you in 30 minutes for an out call. No, maybe for an in call, sure, but not for an out call. I haven't even looked up this suburb yet, right? Because I'm asking for the address. Anyway, he replies back to that and he's like, that's not 30 minutes notice. I'm giving you an hour notice. And I'm like, huh? What? Turns out he's in Adelaide, okay? No big deal. I get it's confusing. The ads are confusing sometimes, especially when the date ticks over at midnight. And I just replied and I was like, okay, like I'm in Melbourne, sorry. Didn't bother elaborating that I'd be in Adelaide later because he's just giving me annoying cunt vibes anyway with how short and irritating he's being with his replies. He hits me with a screenshot of my ad on the Adelaide page saying my tour dates being today, technically, yes, the 15th to the 17th. And he's like, well then fix your ad, with a screenshot of my ad. And I reply back and I'm like, what the actual fuck is your problem, cunt? What is your problem? Because at this point I had not been rude to this guy at all. Like, I had not been rude to him. I'm like, if you actually click on the ad, it does actually say I'm still in Melbourne today. Like, I set it to say the 15th because of the tick over in time. So when you click on it, it still has the banner over the top that says available now in Melbourne. The site needs to fix that issue because you can't set what time it switches off from one location to another. You have to let them cross over. But it does still allow you to pick which one goes on top. And mine is currently saying Melbourne. Also down in the tour section, if he'd bothered to read it, if he had even bothered to read it, he would see that it says, I do not arrive and check in until between 2 and 3 p.m. But he hadn't read any of that. And he's telling me to fix my ad. What am I meant to do in this situation? It's technically the 15th, okay? It's technically the 15th today because it's 1 a.m. now, okay? But I'm also in Adelaide on the 15th. I'm going to wake up in the morning and I'm going to fly to Adelaide and work that afternoon and night in Adelaide on the 15th. So what am I meant to do? Because I am in 2 different locations on the 15th. To me, the only way to fix that is to have down in the tour section an explanation of that, which I have. But apparently I'm the idiot who needs to fix my ad. And I said to him, why are you being so rude? He's like, I'm not being rude, I'm just telling you. And I'm like, you are being rude. You've been blunt, not doing what you're told the entire conversation. And now you're screenshotting shit, telling me to fix my ad, which there is nothing wrong with it. What the actual fuck is wrong with this cunt? Anyway, that's enough rambling. Essentially, that's it for tonight. I am going to go and take my makeup off and all these extensions out and get ready for bed. Guys, it is Wednesday and it is fly out of Melbourne day. So I guess this is me sort of wrapping up the vlog now. This is what I'm wearing to the airport. Yes, activewear. And yes, I'm flying business class looking like this. And I have no makeup on besides a little bit of mascara just so I didn't look like a naked mole rat. Yeah, I'm gonna get some looks. I'm gonna be like, how the fuck is this feral cunt in business class? Anyway, I'm feeling really great. I've also done the numbers on how much I made this trip and also cancellations total as well. So I'm going to include that. I literally was using the room's notepad to take notes. So obviously, if you guys saw the last vlog, then you saw how much I made in Sydney, which totaled, and none of this includes my online income. Like as I'm here, this is just full service. So online income from Sydney was $16,100 for 3 days, which is the most money I've ever made in 3 whole days. This trip in Melbourne for 3 days was $10,950. That's what I've made. And that's including the deposits that were kept from cancellations. So insane money. Normally Adelaide would be my highest earning location. However, I've had like 3 or 4 cancellations already for Adelaide. So we're going to go into Adelaide not really knowing what we're going to end up with. Let's quickly talk these cancellations, okay? So I'm going to include Sydney's one. I know this is a Melbourne vlog and not Sydney, but I didn't do it in that vlog, so I'm just going to add it as a little bonus in here if you're interested. This is the amount lost. So this is the booking total minus whatever deposit I got. I hope that makes sense. So I still got to keep the deposit for these. So this is the total that was lost, as in I never got my hands on it. In Sydney, I had one for $1,150 and a second for $1,600, which puts that at a total loss of $2,750 in Sydney, which I guess that's probably about a normal amount of cancellations, to be honest. So that is what it is. Imagine the total in Sydney if they had actually showed up. They actually couldn't both show up because they were both over the same sort of time window. So, yeah. Anyway, here in Melbourne, my total cancellations, we lost $2,000 on that 3-hour booking in the middle day because he'd done a $500 deposit. So his booking total was $2,500. So we lost $2,000 on that. And then there was also a 1-hour booking that cancelled for yesterday. Yesterday. So after the deposit, I lost $700 on that. So that's a total cancellation of $2,700 for my Melbourne trip. So yeah, this is why we take deposits for tours, and this is why I'm more strict on my touring deposits for cancellations and things, because obviously you're seeing the numbers that I've made. I've done really well these trips. You're going to see probably a different story in some of these locations that I have coming up that have so many cancellations that I'm probably may not even make a profit or may make a small profit, because remember, I've spent money on flights and accommodation, and in some locations those costs are more than others. So yeah, I think it's just very interesting. This is why I've upped my deposits to per hour with a cap of $500 is the maximum deposit I take, because I get so many cancellations. That's enough rambling. I am going to start the next vlog, which is Adelaide. So anyway, I hope you've enjoyed, and I'm sorry for all the yapping, and I'm also sorry that I haven't had any footage of me like out and about to share with you guys really, but unfortunately that's the reality of me working. I pretty much stay in the room 90% of the trip. So yes, anyway, I will see you guys in the next one.